Hey everybody, this is Chris with Overclockers Club. I've got a brand new gaming chair here from Cougar. It's the Explore S. So the studio is absolutely full. There's no room in there for putting together a gaming chair, so I'm going to have to do it out here, just outside of the studio. So let's start and get this thing out of the box. So this is the Explore S from Cougar Gaming, and the other gaming chairs I've reviewed are packed in a similar manner here. So big thing is you don't want to use a box knife to open the box because you can cut right into the material of your new chair, and you don't want to do that. So that was the chair back, and this is the base frame. And here's the base of the chair, or the seat. There's the chassis for the seat mounts to that. Here. Looks like there are some instructions and a hardware box. This is probably where all the casters are. Okay, so everything's out of the box. It comes with a nice set of instructions, so it's good to go over those and familiarize yourself with all the components, all of the different items that are used in the assembly, and all of the assembly steps before you get started. Even if you've already put these together, it's still not a bad idea. You can save yourself some headaches later. So the first thing I'll do is put these gloves on. It comes with a couple of nice gloves so you don't get any dirt, grease, oil, whatever on your nice new gaming chair. And I went ahead and just put down some of the packing cardboard as sort of a workspace on the floor for now. All right, so first I'll go through the hardware box. So these are the little plastic side covers. There are the gloves, looks like a couple fasteners, a little screwdriver. These are the rollers or casters. This is part of the little telescoping piece that covers the lift cylinder that goes underneath the chair, and there's the high pressure hydraulically charged lift cylinder. So we'll set that off to the side, and then I'll get the instructions and sort of walk through the steps. The first thing I want to show is the base here. Some of these are cast aluminum, some of them are cast iron. This has a nice finish to it. It looks like it's powder coated, but I don't know for sure. But you can see it has ribs in here welded in to reinforce the legs and to show that, I mean, it's pretty heavy. I know that it's not aluminum, but I've got a magnet here, and the magnet sticks to it firmly. So just sort of verifying that it is cast, or it's not cast. This is actually a formed sheet metal base. All right, so looking at the instructions again, what I want to do is get these gloves on. There's a little screwdriver. All right, so the first thing, according to the instructions, are to get the base frame here assembled, and I'll use these plastic casters. There are 5 of them, and they are plastic, and they are 3 inches in diameter, and they move rather smoothly. So we'll start, and these usually pop in. Sometimes you have to put your full weight on them when the chair is assembled for them to all really pop in to their final position. There we go. Pinch my glove. All right. So there's the base. And the next thing is the hydraulic cylinder here. And this is pretty simple. This simply sits down in there like that. And then you put this little telescoping piece over the top. And that's about it. Now in the past, some of the other chairs I've put together, you had to actually assemble the arms to the seat base, but this one comes with the arms already attached. So really the next step is to just put this piece here onto the bottom of the seat. All right, so I want to get the plastic off. And again, I want to be very careful so I don't damage this very nice surface. And since I'm working on the cardboard, then I can flip this over like that. And like I said, the arms are already attached, so that's one step you don't have to do. And then you can use this enclosed hex bit, because I need to take these 4 fasteners out. And they're sort of started, but they are very stiff. So I will go ahead and get these the rest of the way out. All right, so I got all of these fasteners out, these socket head cap screws. And there's some blue Loctite on them from the factory, so that'll come in handy when we get all this assembled. So this goes toward the front of the chair. It even has it stamped in there with a little sort of an arrow, and the front of the chair is there, so that lets you know how that goes on there. And then I'll get all these started and get them tightened down with the included tool. And I'll be right back after I get all these torqued down so I don't bore everybody and put them to sleep. All right, we're back. I've got all these fasteners tightened down. Now you'll notice on the 2 arms, these are slotted so that you can actually move these arms in and out a little bit and then tighten these back down if you need to make that kind of an adjustment. So now I'm ready to flip the chair over and get it onto the base. All right, so you just get this lined up with the top of the cylinder there, and it just sets right on top like that. You should feel it sort of seat on there. All right, now it's time to get the seat back on there. Now it comes with the fasteners already sort of pre-installed, so we'll go ahead and get all 4 of these out, and these also have the blue Loctite already on the threads. And finally, when we get the seat back on there, you've got to get these 2 side pieces to line up with the holes that go in the side, and then we'll go ahead and put these fasteners in. So again, you want to be very careful, and you set it down in there like that. And we'll just get these sort of finger tight to get them started. So there are 2 on each side. I can tell you it's a good thing to wear these gloves because you can already see a few places where I got them dirty. So it's nice that they include those. And we get all of these tightened down. And now it's time to get these little side covers on there, and these are the same, so there's no handing, there's no right or left. At least I can't tell that there's any. They appear to be the same. So basically it's going to go over there, and this piece here sort of wants to stick out a little. I don't know if that's a problem or not, but we'll go ahead and comes with little fasteners. Drop one in there, and then sort of find the hole right there. So that's where I'm going to screw this fastener into to retain this little side cover. So let's see. how well that goes. All right, so I got this piece on. This was a little challenging. It didn't quite want to fit at first, but I got it on there, and then there's a little plastic cap that sort of covers the hole there. And sort of that pops on there. Now I took my gloves off because it was awful hard manipulating these little screws, and this is pretty much the last step anyway. Now this side, I don't think there'll be too much resistance, but this should be a little easier. So we just get that lined up, get that started, and that one is pretty much on there. Pop the little cap in, and I believe that's it. All right, so now it is all assembled, and that was really not too bad. They've definitely made some improvements over the years in putting these chairs together, at least having a lot of the stuff already pre-assembled. And let's look at some of the features and functions. Okay, so this is the lever that you pull to go into full recline mode, which is what I have it set at right now. And when you pull this up, of course, there's nobody in it, so it's going to fly up pretty quickly, like that. But that's how you raise it, and of course, this little lever here is how you raise the chair. So you pull this up, and the chair raises. And this pushes in and out. It sort of locks it from rocking back and forth, and then you control the spring tension here on the mechanism right there. You adjust this, you tighten it or loosen it, and that controls how easily the chair will rock. Next are the armrests. We have several degrees of freedom there. Right here there's a little tab you squeeze, and it allows you to raise and lower the arms. You also have the ability to rotate them, and they detent and lock into position, and they also slide forward and back. And there they go. They slide back, forward, and there are little detents there so you can sort of move it to the position you want. And the pillows here, the neck pillow is removable, and you can see it actually has a little zipper here if you ever needed to get inside for whatever reason, although I can't really think of why you would want to get back in there. Oh, now I've done it. There we go. Okay. So that's the neck pillow, and then these adjustable straps here, of course, these are detachable if you want to remove the lumbar pillow here. So you can do that very easily. Now this also adjusts up and down based on where you want to put it for the most back support. If you need to make an adjustment, of course, you can completely remove it altogether if you like, again, by popping these straps off like that, and they pull up through the chair here. So let me put that down, and they push through like that. It's a little bit of a tight squeeze there, but if you don't like the pillows, they're pretty easy to take off. And I actually, on my other gaming chairs, I actually leave the pillows off. So I just go completely bare like that. And now we'll look a little more closely at the material and the finish. So you can see the perforations there in the seating area, and the stitching looks very nice. And then the finish across the top of the armrests is also very nice. And looking a little more closely here at the seat back, you can see the Cougar logo is also embroidered there, as well as the back of the seat. And here's another shot of the premium PVC leather. Of course, it's not real leather, leather, of course, comes from an animal, but it does have a nice feel to it. The foam underneath is pretty firm. It's soft, but it's very firm. It's not one of those chairs you sit in and sort of sink down into. I do like the feel. Of course, there's a lot of subjectivity to anything like a mouse, a keyboard, or especially a gaming chair. And the way the surface here is perforated with all these little holes, that makes it breathable, because nobody wants to get a sweaty butt after a serious gaming session. Life is too short to go around with a sweaty butt. And PVC stands for polyvinyl chloride. You would, of course, commonly know that as vinyl, which, of course, they say right there it's premium vinyl leather. But the quality, again, looks to be pretty good on this chair. The true test is the test of time, how well the seating holds up and the rest of the chair holds up over time. Of course, there's no way to really know that without using it for a while. And here are some of the basic specifications so you can see how much the chair itself weighs, as well as how much weight it is rated to support. Some dimensional information and some other not terribly exciting information down below. I would expect this chair to last several years. It does carry a 1-year warranty, but the warranty only really calls out the mechanical components. It talks about the armrests and the frame and the wheels and all that, but it doesn't really talk about the seating surfaces, so you might have to get that information from Cougar and see what they say. Right now, pricing is $299. Of course, you always need to keep your eyes open for sales and such on Amazon, plus deals on shipping. Sometimes the shipping can be a little salty. And I went ahead and threw the pillows back on there. Overall, though, the assembly experience was very easy. I don't really see how they could make it much easier other than just putting the chair as you see it in a big box and shipping it out the door, but of course that is not practical. So again, I really like the chair. I would give it the Overclockers Club Gold Award. This is Chris with Overclockers Club. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.